What's up, people? It's your boy Mex, and we are back with another tier ranking right here on the WRESTHINGS YouTube channel. And today we are going to be talking about the best women's wrestlers of 2022. It has been a very long year, a lot of champions, a lot of nearly champions, and a lot of good storylines. So we're going to get into it in just a second. But you know how tier rankings go. I'm not alone. We've got a couple man in the studio. Who we got in the studio today?
Laps.
NK.
Sam. Big Guap.
And of course, we got an Arfie behind the camera. You guys know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the WRESTHINGS channel and all the content we have here. Hit the notification bell as well so you're ready every time tier rankings drop. Without further ado, let's get into this one. All the cards have been distributed. We are gonna start from Got Daddy Del Boy. Del, who's the first person you got?
Alright, cool. So if you listen to the podcast, you already know, my outro. I have to wish this woman I love her, is it? Because I love her a real thing, you know what I mean? Jade Cargill. I know top of this year, she won the TBS title, right? She's still undefeated. Even outside of wrestling, she's an absolute draw. You see her on the Breakfast Club. You see her on different TV shows. You just see her everywhere. So for that, I think giving her an S will be a bit too hasty because I can't lie to you, her matches haven't been the greatest. There have been a few good matches here and there, but then a lot of stat filler matches there. But for the most part, in terms of like her overall year, I'd be remiss not to give her either an A or B. Depends what you guys are thinking. What are you guys thinking?
I think it'll be it's not a confusing one. I think maybe an A. No, maybe a bit far-fetched. Maybe a B. Because she's not women's champion, is she? She's not women's champion.
No, but then you have to also, for her credit as well, her TBS title has been way more important than the women's title.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when she's doing press, they're not asking for the women's champion. They're usually asking for Britt Baker and the TBS champion.
When she's been doing press, they obviously, because they're just mainstream people, have been calling it like the women's champion, and she's been correcting them that no, this isn't actually the women's championship.
Yeah.
I would say star power. I feel like star power. I'd put her at S, but not overall. Star power, I'd put her like an S. But then match wise, I'd put her at a C. So if you want to be harsh, you put her at B.
Like overall. Considering everything is what you're saying.
But I don't know if that's harsh or not. But I don't know if I'm trying to be
That's
like...
the thing, I was trying to consider the other women we've got here.
Yeah.
But then can we name how many women, like, I can only assume that the people that we have, the names.
There's only like...
There's not that many women who
I
had
would say
a
there's
better
maybe like
year.
3, maybe like 2, maybe max.
And would they be A or S?
There's only one person. There's only one like bona fide S. Maybe 1 or 2 bona fide S's.
For me, I don't feel like I'm spoiling the film if I put her at A, but then I also want to be cautious that maybe there's someone that I've forgotten that's probably had as good as a year or even better year. But then there's not that many people that I see at S.
I think that she should be a B.
B.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do think B is...
B. I don't mind. You can do with a B. You can.
I'm fine with a B. Yeah.
Laps. What's Laps' thoughts?
Come on, spoiler.
I think a B as well. Why not?
Why? Go on, tell us why.
Why not?
Because we said it.
What is it?
Yeah, I'll go with a B, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. Jade Cargill's match quality has been hit and miss, and I can't lie. There's been quite a bit of misses, but there's been matches that I've enjoyed, like the match with Athena. Hey, I even like the Tay Conti match at Revolution. I know that match got kind of pooed on, but like I really enjoyed that Tay Conti match. But yeah, like you see, it's all about law of averages. It's like what she lacks in necessarily like match quality, she more than makes up for in star power. So I feel like it all averages out, because if Jade Cargill was putting on bangers and had this presence, it would have been a triple S thing. But law of averages, innit?
All right, Jade Cargill is on the board. Let's go to Sam. Who you got?
Oh, I have the NXT Women's Champion right now, Mandy Rose. Mandem, insight me on what you lot feel about Mandy
Mex
Rose.
knows what I'm gonna say.
He's gonna say
She's had the title for over a year now.
Okay.
The match quality has been improving. It's not all the way up there, but it has been improving.
Okay.
She is head and shoulders above all the women there, just in terms of how she's portrayed. Obviously, she's got a faction by her side as well, who have had the tag team championships on and off over the last year as well. I would be very tempted to put Mandy Rose again. It might be the match quality that brings it down, but for me, it's an A or B for me. It's an A or B type year.
I think based on everything that you've just stated, would you reckon she's like the most improved?
So you
say
say A or B, right?
Yeah.
Would you say her year's comparable to Jade's?
Definitely in terms of like a long title reign.
Cause yeah, that's the question. Because obviously Jade's at a B, so it's like she's like we can say she's the standard for like B because you're even debating with A. Would you say like it's on par or even better?
In terms of match quality, Mandy has definitely had way better matches than Jade. But in terms of what NXT is and what AEW is, it's two different things. So I wouldn't be mad at Mandy being a B at all. I feel like A is a bit way too generous because for me now, I still look at NXT as like developmental. Like if Mandy Rose had this run on either Raw or SmackDown, it would be an S completely. Yeah. But I think it's definitely a B.
I think that's fair. Like Jade is on a superior TV product doing what she's doing. To be fair, if they had booked the baddies to like what they've done with Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction, this would be a lot more neck and neck.
Jade would be an S.
Yeah.
Jade would be an S.
It really would be, but the baddies haven't really added anything to Jade's what she is like at all. So Mandy Rose being B, I'm not mad at it.
At least we gave her the props.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll put her as a B, man. You know, the Mandem have said it. You know, I haven't watched NXT, unfortunately, so I can't really say too much. I'm judging on what the Mandem are saying. The Mandem want to say B, I'm gonna go for B. You feel me? A thing's just a bit outrageous. I don't know.
I don't even think it's outrageous. I
think we should just factor in the title reign over a year. NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, that is a good accolade to have. You know.
Yeah, I would agree. B.
I was just about to say A.
Editing of this film is looking smooth. I can't lie.
Wait till I get involved.
Yeah, man. All this fucking like prestige and all this like, you know, the NXT champion should be here because, you know, it's a lower developmental brand. Like, Del Boy, you just chat shit, mate. At the end of the day, yeah, bruv, NXT or whatever, Mandy Rose has had a good year. And guess what? I don't even watch a product like that. But from what Mandem are telling me, yeah, me personally, that should be an A thing. That's what I feel anyway.
All right, so we got NK coming up next.
So I got Britt Baker, D. This year's been quiet, man. I can't even lie. It's been very quiet. Like, she won the Owen, but the Owen wasn't even a good tournament anyways. She had the she had the match with Saraya. It was decent, but I don't know. It was decent.
Man, shaking in these boots.
But I would honestly say C or D. But I feel D's a bit harsh. But I think it's a C because I feel like she's been. Actually, I can't remember what she's done this year. I can't even lie. But I feel like D's like bad. I feel like when she gets to DT, it's bad. I don't think she's had a bad year. It's just been uneventful.
I think this year for her has kind of been like a cooling period. Yeah. Like, the good thing about Britt Baker is like even if she's not involved in something, she's a focal point. She'll always be involved in it. So, I mean, I don't think D is harsh at all. But then I see why you'd say that in it. So maybe.
Yeah. I say a C. I'd say like a C is fair because like I'd say a C.
Like she's at least won something.
She's
like Owen.
Yeah, she's won something.
Meant to be a commemorable tournament.
Yeah, I'd say I think D's like. If you've had a bad year. Like, if you've had a bad year and E's like, you're horrendous.
So, if we put her C, which I'm not against at all, I think that's probably where she should be. For sure, she's going to be over some people that have held women's championships this year. For sure. I feel like that's gonna, for sure.
Depends on the names.
Yeah, I don't know. There might still be some women's champions out there, innit? And
but I
so are we saying?
But I feel like
mediocre Britt Baker year is above women's championship reigns.
Some of them, if you're talking in AEW,
I'm talking everywhere.
Yeah, some of them, like there's some of them, but
What are you saying?
It's a lot of this.
how we rim licking? That's not rim licking. We're just saying she's better than certain women who've been champions. So if anything, that's like showing how bad certain championship reigns have been.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Just...
But I would listen. I would say if the people want to say D, I hear it. But I say, do you know what? A C's like okay. Like
For argument's sake, what champions are we allowed to ask that question? What champion she's had a better reign than? If the names haven't been mentioned yet.
Keep it cool for now.
Let's keep it cool for now. Yeah, let's not mention any.
Yeah, I'd say.
I just want the man to make sure we're not spoiling the film, innit? Because we're on Final Cut Pro at the moment. I don't want us to go on iMovie, is it? Windows Movie Maker. Do you know what I mean?
I personally would say a C, but that's just me. If anyone objects, I hear it.
Anyone
If anyone object to a C,
I'm good with either C or D. As long as it's not a B.
What are you saying?
Are you talking when you do this list? Yeah, you're talking about the year like they've had a good year in general. Like,
2022.
Really and truly, I've enjoyed seeing Britt Baker this year.
I feel like she's kind of like, been that on-screen character which I can rely on.
She's a focal point.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Okay, is that necessarily a good thing though?
I think that's a good thing because that gets me entertained in the women's division.
But should we always just be reliant on Britt Baker?
We shouldn't always rely on Britt Baker, but we have no choice here.
But-
So therefore, I would, because of her entertainment factor, me personally, the film can be spoiled.
No, say what you want to say. Say what you want to fucking say. Say it.
Let me say.
I'll say it with you. Go on, say it.
She should be a B.
Fuck off.
What I'm saying.
Of course not. How can she be a B?
how can we on the
She
same
has
year
a
as
good
Jade
year.
Cargill?
But then again,
Or even Mandy Rose.
Let me get it. So slightly, I feel like the film was spoiled here. I feel like Jade Cargill and Mandy Rose should be A then.
Oh!
Not necessarily.
Hey, no, I'll tell you why.
It's arguable.
I'll tell you why. Because I got stuff in my pocket which can slightly be an S.
Maybe Britt Baker should be a D. Because to put her straight under Jade and Mandy,
I'm not fussed.
No,
Like I said,
the
C or
reason
D?
why I'd say the whole program with Jamie Hayter has been like one of the most like of recent memory has been one of the most entertaining programs. I think hopefully we get to Jamie Hayter, but I feel like that whole program has been sick, and we're excited to see where that goes next. And Britt Baker's a sick part of that program, so
I don't know.
I feel like a C's fair.
For a woman that's been like one of the main, like, in every single segment this season of, can I call it season of wrestling? This year of wrestling.
No, but
She's done a lot. She ain't done a lot, but she hasn't done a
Even the
lot.
program with Jamie here, I'll be real. Like I've enjoyed
cooking,
seeing
we're
it.
cooking,
But
though.
at the same time, we're still cooking with it. It's not necessarily a thing where it's like,
It's hot.
you know what, I'm watching it and I'm like, you know what, I'm intrigued. Like I'm at a place where it's like I'm satisfied. It hasn't quenched my thirst this year. You get what I'm saying? It's more so been the thing of like the potential of this feud or what the story's gonna be is amazing, as opposed to like, yeah, this feud I'm watching is amazing.
I think for me personally,
But that's why I feel like with Brit it's a C, because it's like there's at least things here and there to latch onto.
I can take a C then.
I think it's a C.
A B would have been nice, but I would only put her in B. Wait, I would only put her in a B if these two names weren't here. If these two names were A, then we can now talk about this part here, B. But now that if I put on B now, the film's gonna catch a virus. We're gonna crash the program. You know what I mean?
It's very techie when you're trying to compare.
When you started the thing
Two
like this, you
champions.
fucked up the whole thing.
We didn't.
I don't think it's.
I think it's moderate.
No.
I think it's very moderate.
One to say. When we started with two big champs,
Oh,
it fucks up the whole thing.
Okay.
No, but
I
then
think- I
like
think
we
it's
also
fine.
said,
It's fine, man.
Let's say, for example, there's a woman who's had a clear year and hasn't even won a title. We're not gonna say that she's not S. If it's arguable that, you know what, regardless of a title, this woman has been important and has made her run this year make sense. So
Let's see. I'm gonna take my pocket.
for
I
me,
don't think.
whether C or D, I'm not fussed.
Okay, I'll say C. Yeah, C.
I hate going back and forth for the Mandem when it comes to stuff like this, because the Mandem are my guys and I believe a lot in them. I have a lot of faith in them. But when it comes to like stuff like Britt Baker this year, I feel like the Mandem are a bit too harsh, man. Like she could easily be a B. Like she's delivered when she needed to deliver. Like she's made me come back to AW a lot of times to watch the women's matches. So like I don't understand with these men trying to put in C, or even if someone said a D. I literally walked out of the room. I literally dropped the camera and walked out of the room. The camera was filming itself, filming toes and stuff. But yeah, is what it is, isn't it? Like it was 5 man versus 1, innit? So, it's what it is, innit?
Alright, let's see who Laps has got
Cool,
next.
so I got my first pick, Toni Storm. Now, Mandem, you might need to help me out on this one because I'm not really too clued up on women's wrestling. this year.
Former AEW Women's Champion.
Yeah?
Just been made that.
This year.
Yeah. She held the championship for maybe about 4 months or so, guys. 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Went
her
from
run
interim.
And she
to thing.
debuted this year.
Did she debut this year?
This year. She won the title in her first year.
Oh, there you go. So,
She's done all that.
What was her run saying?
Her title run
The match quality was
memorable.
good,
The
but
character work.
she wasn't treated like a women's champion, especially because Saraya more or less came in straight away and took the spotlight. If you like.
I'm conflicted about this because objectively she had a better year than Britt Baker. She hasn't had I wouldn't say she's had a better year. It's hard to. I wouldn't say she's had the star power of Jade Cargill, but at the same time, if you compare like accolades wise, it's the same, pretty much. Like one of them, Jade Cargill debuted last year, but Toni Storm in her first year won the women's title, and then now her title reign's legitimized. So it's like it's not. Yeah, during the reign it was interim, but now it's like she's legit women's champion in history, and her reign was better than the champion before hers. So.
And who was the champion before?
Ronda Rousey. So, and I feel like the matches she's had have been very good, and obviously the end of her title reign, the match with Jamie Hayter was cold. So, you could put her at a C, but I think she's above, like she's clearly above Britt Baker. But then I'd say she's below Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill. That's what makes it difficult, because she's above Britt. Facts. That's just clear. But Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill are better than her. Because they have a more well-rounded thing. Because, you could argue that what Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill lack, Toni Storm has. But what Toni Storm lacks, them girls have. So, do you know what? You could make a case for a B.
That means she
You could make a case for a B.
make the case if you think.
Me personally, I think the sample size is too small. Like the excellence or the good stuff we spoke about in terms of the matches she's put on and stuff, it's just like between 3 or 4 months. And now she's not champion anymore. She wasn't really doing a load of stuff beforehand. She was champion, and we don't know where she's gonna go now. She's lost the title. So, and like those runs in Cargill and Rose compared to her women's championship run, the entire run have been very good. Her match quality is obviously superior, but I think it's harsh on them, on the work they've done, to put them in B.
But see, I think it's harsh on Toni to put her with Britt.
I think she's been superior to Britt, but it's still C.
You see the problem I'm saying? The problem I'm saying?
No, there's no harm in Britt.
There's no
Britt
harm,
could have gone
but
D.
The problem I'm trying to get to is this,
You wouldn't put Britt at B, so I'm confused by your argument.
No. Did I?
Yeah, you did. You just wanted to put
Yeah. I did want to put Britt at B. I'm saying if these went to the A, then you can now shift Britt to a B and put Toni.
But Britt is still clear. But Britt.
But you didn't watch it. You haven't watched it. So what are you talking about?
I know, but I just feel.
No, but it's not your fault.
I just feel.
No, but he's never watched them.
I know it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
I just feel from what everyone's told me, I'm the one that made the decision.
This confession is going to be great.
Put him on
No,
B.
but you have to have. No, but the thing is, fair enough. But at the same time, we're giving you an informed opinion. But you're now saying, oh, maybe I should put them in A, but you still haven't even seen it. Yeah, we're telling you it's a B. Bro, and let's be real. Let's be real. The NXT Championship is not above the TBS title. Yeah. Let's be real. It's not. NXT is a developmental. It's NXT 2.0 for a reason.
No, if you speak, you speak.
I mean, I would argue.
Am I lying? We done this. We had the same conversation last year when we were doing fucking tier rankings for Men of the Year. Why certain people could not be an A or B because they're NXT champions, and we done it with Ring of Honor title, Impact title. So let's turn it on. Turn it on. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. We can't be picking and choosing and picking and changing.
Do you know what?
NXT title has never been. NXT title is not above anything in AEW. Nothing. NWA, we can have an argument.
But I don't.
Man,
I don't understand why he's just talking shit for. The NWA, anyway, for its prestigiousness, should be at the very highest. To be very honest with you, this TBS championship, a lot of these AEW championships have just come out in the past couple of years. Yeah,
and we speak about it more than we speak about NWA.
I don't. You see, okay. Forget about the NWA. Forget about the NWA. Forget about the NWA. We're talking about NXT. Yeah, the NXT is still very, very relevant, even though it's developmental.
In terms of ranking an NXT title and where we'd cap it, I think it's more so dependent on the holder of the title. You know, we've seen reigns in the past with like the NXT title, with like the likes of the Adam Coles and the Finn Balor's, you know, Banga Batizios, if you will, you know. But for the most part, NXT is not the NXT of yesterday. NXT of today is a developmental. So, as of now, I think it's only fair that NXT titles can only be capped to a certain point. I mean, for me personally, I mean, the last year with the NXT champions, maybe outside of the North American title, I don't think it could go any more than a B. That's just me, innit? If you want to cook me in the comments, cook yourself, because you can't cook me. Because I'm not food, is it?
Okay, Tony Storm. I don't know. Okay, you could put. Okay, you could put.
It's straight. It's straight. We're going straight. We're going straight.
No,
We're
a
going
B.
straight. Don't go left. We're going straight.
I think it's B.
We're going straight. We are going straight.
Why do you think it's B?
I'm not mad at it.
We're going
I'm not
straight.
mad at it.
I'm not mad at you, I just want to know your reasoning.
Hey, why do you think it's B?
Like you said, she's only had how many? What? She's only been for 3 months, whatever. And in the 4 3 months she's been there, she's been sick. Pointing at a B doesn't take nothing from her. She's amongst champions. No,
That's not.
and look, listen, that's what I'm saying, guys. If you push this one up there, the shape up would have been nice. But because we're here, the shape up is too low. You can't go back to a barber.
You can.
Oh, okay, wait. So then she got B then?
I'm
So
not.
I don't know if she's on B.
What did we C?
So
I don't
Max,
know. I don't
this-
want to put a C.
So Max, this
But
is
I'm
based on.
confused.
This is based on who has made the most impact of this year.
You
Abi,
just
No,
had the best year. Like,
He's had the best year.
the best year.
Because I feel like
Then
winning.
Tony Storm should be here.
I feel like winning a title within your first year is mad.
Then Tony Storm should be here. What have I gone
No,
wrong?
which I agree, but then even then, like, her title reign, like, let's
So
call
what
it
you gonna put? What you gonna
let's
put?
call, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Let's call it spade a spade. Let's call it spade a
wasn't
spade.
amazing.
Her
The
title reign was not
The man doesn't want to
amazing.
take a penny. He doesn't want to take a penny.
Honest with ourselves. Turn it on. Let's turn it on. Let's be real. Her title run wasn't that great.
So what, that's what I'm saying.
No, her title run wasn't that great. I wouldn't even. Her title run wasn't as good as Mandy Rose's, and it hasn't made the impact that Jade Cargill's. Match-wise, it's been solid, but it's AEW. Banga Badizio. We get great matches every day. Rampage, Elevation, Menstruation, Prostration. We get everywhere. We get good matches everywhere in AEW.
I would argue though, we haven't had women's champion put on this quality of matches since Hikaru.
Which is true.
Since Hikaru.
Which is true.
So it's like, because we had Britt, and then we had Thunder Rosa, and then Tony in the, yes, it was a shorter period of time, but it was like, do you know what? These matches are like, they're of a good quality. Like, they're not Hikaru level, but it's going back to like...
No, which is good, but at the same time, matches can't carry your reign. The program itself has to be good. We can't be having promos where she's backstage and every time someone's interrupting her or she's interrupting someone or we're thinking about Thunder Rosa.
Okay, cool. Can we agree on this then? C.
I'm not mad at C at all.
That's fine then.
mad at
Wait, question. You're holding
Leo
it.
Breaker.
Are you watching it?
I mean, I don't watch women's wrestling
think
like
she's
that, so
clear,
I can only
clear.
go off what you guys say.
It's not what
Maybe Britt should have been D.
Oh no.
Maybe Britt should have been D.
I think on
That one I
the
can't
low.
Britt
agree
should have
with.
been D.
That one I can't agree with. But I'll put a C.
Maybe Britt should have been D.
Because I feel like okay.
have to be subjective.
Okay. One last question. I'll ask one last question. Yeah. What gap is the gap between Tony and Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill bigger than the gap between her and Britt?
Repeat that question again.
So is the gap between Jade Cargill and Mandy Rose bigger than the gap between Tony and Britt? So like who's Tony
Tony's-
Storm closer to? Is she closer to Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill, or is she closer to Britt Baker?
Man, it was a Jade Cargill. Man, it was
Yeah.
Jade
I actually
Cargill.
don't know.
Man, it was a Jade Cargill.
Because the thing is, yeah, not that Britt has had a shit year, but the thing is with Britt, yeah, it's like,
It's
if
unfair.
Britt leaves AEW, the whole roster's chizzed. Let's be real.
yeah.
She's unreliable. You need the roster. You need her. Even if it's just to now come and do backstage segment and interrupt someone or her get interrupted. She doesn't even have to wrestle. Britt needs to be there, innit? But that doesn't mean that her match, you know what I mean? But I'll probably say she's closer to Mandy Rose than she is to Britt. Probably. But then I honestly think,
We might as well put her in a B then.
I'm not fussed.
It's tough, innit? This is a hard one.
It's a hard one because
So-
now I'm recollecting maybe Britt should have been a D.
Yeah, possibly Britt should have been a D. I think we did say that at the time. Tony Storm Where do you want her to go?
I want her to go to B.
B. If Britt Baker does leave this company, the women's division is chizzed because who would they now implore to be interrupting people backstage, or who would be interrupting her? So C is not. I mean, it's not that high, but at the same time, if it was me, I would probably put her at D. But C's fine.
Becky Lynch. So
it makes sense now.
She's been out for a minute. She's just returned at Survivor Series War Games. She was women's champion earlier this year. Dropped it to Bianca at WrestleMania. Had a program with Bianca through till SummerSlam, and then obviously got injured, written off. Just come back, like I said. Man said B. Yeah?
B.
No.
Immediately.
You guys are actually gonna need to help me with this one because
Immediately.
I am not too sure.
I want to say something, but if I say it, I'm going to ruin the film for the first time in the
Do you want that to be the camera? Put the camera.
Are you sure? Yeah.
I think that she's A quality this year. You think Becky Lynch is A quality this year?
Where you gonna put her?
Huh?
Where would you put her? B.
She's clearing Tony Storm. She's clearing it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I can't lie. Someone stop me.
What's the suggestion?
Someone
I can't
stop
hear
me.
it.
Someone stop me.
I'll stay with you.
I put A. Put A. Becky's A. Don't fuck with me.
Becky's an A.
Yeah.
She's an
Becky's
A.
A.
She's an A. She's an A.
You're fucking.
I don't see the she said.
Do you know match quality? Look, I feel like you see.
Banger bandizo after banger
see
bandizo
the-
after banger
you see
bandizo.
the-
fucking banger?
Bianca Belair.
WrestleMania.
Blacks. I'm not even a WWE guy, but no. Bianca Belair.
It was alright.
Are you mad?
They wrestled at SummerSlam, right?
SummerSlam.
Bro, that was a cold banger.
Cold. Listen.
Turn it on.
Listen, here's the thing. This is why she's an A, yeah, because she's got the character. She's got characters comparable to Mandy Rose and Jade Cargill, arguably better. She's got better matches than Toni Storm. Overall, she's better than everyone. She had a better year than everyone on that list. In B, she's an A. She's an A.
Listen, I just
There's
thought
nobody on that list.
this
that has a
woman,
better
this
match.
whole woman thing this year has been poo. For me, all right, look, go for A, because she's done better than all of them. From what you lot are saying, it's true.
No, but it's not for.
It's you watch the product.
I watched the product.
You watched the product.
And for me personally, I told you, I'm not.
what hasn't been right for
I'm
you?
not impressed by none of the women this year.
Okay. What hasn't been right with Becky for you this year?
I think it's just her run as champion. I've just not really respected it as before. I think that's what it is. I've just not really respected this.
Are you
reign as
comparing it
before.
to the man?
I think I'm
No, you
comparing it.
You
I
shouldn't,
think I
because
am.
the man
I
is
think
S
I
tier.
am. I think I am.
Never do that.
And I think because of it,
entirely a different character
and I
to
think-
big time Becky
and I
or whatever they're
think
calling
because
her.
of that, I'm not really liking Becky.
It's a different Becky.
But I
man.
guess I have to kind of numb that feeling out and kind of look at it more of, okay, what has she done this year? And yeah, go on.
It's an A.
Put
No,
an
the
A.
film. Enough. Does the film make sense now?
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
I think yeah,
We're
just
shaping up. We're shaping
on
up.
her star
makes
power
sense.
alone, and put into important places and good matches, title reign. Yeah, A. I'll go with the general consensus and stick Becky Lynch in it.
Yeah, man. Just not really feeling it, man. It's not really my cup of tea. Wouldn't like to sip on my cup of tea right now, to be fair with you. I just feel Becky's just not qualified. I just don't feel it's really caught my eye. With Becky, for a period of time she was just depressed in her promos and she was wearing weird costumes and that. It's just weird. It was just a weird stage for me. And then people want to put her on an A, for fuck's sake, mate. I think that, listen, let me not even start talking.
Right, so we got a Nafi.
Yo, this one here, I can't lie. The last couple months she had a great year, but actually, when she came in the beginning of the year, she was quite a tag team person or being someone's lackey. But Jamie Hayter, I don't know. I think for next year,
I'm just asking. I'm controversial.
Jamie Hayter could easily be an S depending on how this title reign goes. What's funny?
This guy's crazy.
What's funny?
No, stop.
For me, like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
I think I said for how let's see how next year goes. Probably end up as an S star.
So what are you putting on for this year?
But for this year, I don't know.
Make the fans understand why. Make the fans understand why.
I am very
Jamie
tempted to
Hayter-
say A. Personally.
Please,
Yeah.
let me
Personally.
let me understand. Wait, let me understand why this woman right now
She's-
should be S.
I wouldn't put her as
Not
S.
Not even A. Let me understand.
No one's putting as an S yet.
I'm so confused.
No one's putting this. What we're trying to say is that, bro,
say-
by next year she'll be an S because she just became champ.
Okay.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, pay per view, became a champ.
Okay, so
Cool.
what has she
No,
done?
I feel like
to-
JB Hayter, is arguably got like she's gotten over like mad, like the fans love her, and I just feel like you look at her and she's got charisma about her. Like when she walks to the
Got a bit of something about it still.
and the thing is, I genuinely like her matches. Like her matches, like against Riho have been good. Like JB Hayter is very reliable in ring. I feel like towards the like things have been heating up over the past couple months. In the beginning of the year, she was kind of with Britt Baker. So because she was with Britt Baker at the beginning of the year, cool, you would have put her at a C. But because she actually came out on her own and started getting over by herself and kind of escaping the shadow of Britt Baker, and then becoming champion and then putting on arguably the best woman match in AEW this year to win the title, it's like, do you know what? I might have to be. B's looking crowded, but at the same time, it's like it's there. I think it's B. I think it's a B. Cause I feel like, but the fact that she's escaped Brit's shadow, she's above her, and the fact that she's champion, she's above her. She's done more than her, and the fact and how over she
I'm
is.
just following from what you lot are saying.
I wouldn't say it's Becky Lynch level. I can't put her with Becky Lynch, but I would say B.
Yeah, B. I'm a B as well.
Cause she's cleared
I'm
Brit.
happy with B.
She's cleared Brit.
Then it's B.
I'm happy with B still.
Then it's B.
Okay, cool. The film was
It could never be an A. I'm so sorry. If
No.
it was an A,
I said next year. We see how the run goes. Next year she might be an S. Who knows?
I'm gassed on Jamie Hayter.
Yeah,
so
she just started.
I
I
could
love her.
have her
She's
in A, but B is the level-headed, sensible answer. 100%.
I'll go for B.
Alright, we're back round to Del. Del, who's your next person?
next person I've got. I mean, I started watching WWE again this year quite late. By the time I watched it, I was tuning in here and there. She won the Money in the Bank. She ended up cashing in on Ronda Rousey. The matches have been alright from what I've seen in it. So you guys are gonna have to help me with this. Got Liv Morgan.
C.
He says it, I believe him.
Trust me when I say C.
Alright, so
Why did you
you
say-
watch WWE,
because-
so let's go. Let's hear it.
Because when Liv became champion, that was a humongous pop. On the lead up to her becoming champion, she was doing well in the ring. I thought she was doing alright in the ring. I thought she was capable enough to say, you know what, give this woman a chance. When she actually beat Ronda for the title and got the title, it was okay. And then okay, you know what? Nah, actually, I'm chatting shit. It's a D.
And this goes to your point. This goes to your point that Britt Baker still had a better run than most champions.
No, I won't lie to you. She won a bit though. I won't like that title reign.
I was gonna say B.
No, that title reign was.
That's
a bit,
hard.
No, that title reign was a bit poo.
But she had good matches though.
Decent matches.
I heard she
Decent
did a
matches.
submission and she was laughing or something.
No, because she's on top.
She's part of the character. She tried this year. I'll put her as a C because she tried. She did try.
Oh wow.
But you know.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not impressed with the woman. I swear to God, I'm not
What do you wanna see? What do you wanna
impressed.
see?
I'm not impressed. There. I'm not seeing
With
no
Liv
spectacle.
Morgan,
I'm
yeah.
not impressed at all.
With Liv Morgan, like, in terms of even before she became champion, she was, like, up there. She was on a good run and stuff. Obviously, the title run wasn't the best. The cash-in immediately after winning it wasn't the best.
I feel like that moment was good though. That moment was like, it was like, oh my fucking God, she actually done it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
that was mad.
I
And
think
then she started to do this sit down thing on top of the ladder and just sat down on the girl like this.
What was I can't remember. I saw there was controversy about the Ronda feud, if I'm bugging.
Yeah, the way she pinned her, but it was cool. It was smart.
and then they ran it back.
Yeah, they ran it back again.
And then she lost. Ronda beat her.
Yeah.
To be honest, like a thief in the night, I think she slides into C.
Yeah.
But it's literally like
That's
you
bad,
have
though.
jumped in the back window.
That's bad.
Why?
How are you a how is a champion sliding into
She's
C?
not C no more. She's not champion no more.
No, but as a former champion sliding into
She
C.
wasn't even champion for long enough. She was literally champion for maybe 2 months.
That's why, because her title run was shit, it's not good enough. If her title run was decent or good, I'll put it as a B.
And remember, when she was a champion, she was still like, she wasn't like no one was scared of her. Like, yeah, she was still getting beaten up. Like she wasn't really framed really well. Like
Shayna Baszler was violating her for how long, fam?
just
Obviously,
because
she
of the
beat Shayna, but still.
I think Clash the Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool match.
Yeah, good match. Yeah,
the general build to making her a champion, Money in the Bank, the moment, the cash in, being champion for a little piece.
So doesn't the build buy her a bit? Doesn't the build? Okay, how long would you say she was hot for? Like
For a very long time.
Yeah, very long time.
Probably up to about
so
Clash.
it's the title reign that brings it down.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah,
Damn, for a title reign to bring you down, that's a pretty.
I
Hey,
just-
you're showing your thing, by the way.
I just think it's because she wasn't necessarily believable. Like Ronda, like you beat Ronda and people were already like, and you didn't beat her convincingly.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of.
I remember we all
got
wanted
your
her
way
to
around
beat
it.
her like properly.
Yeah. And they didn't give her any good wins against anyone while she was champion, like, or convincing win, should I say? So
I think she should be a D, bro.
No. But I'm not
go on, go for it. Why?
A D, like her title reign. Like when you get a title reign, that should be one of the best things ever. And she failed. She was still getting spliffed, bro. Like
No, but
how can you put?
okay. In her defense,
wasn't Britt Baker still a champion this year?
No.
But Britt Baker was still mashing in work this year, though.
so was Liv Morgan.
Just a character, I would say Britt Baker mashed work. Like,
But deep it though, wasn't she a transition? Was she a champ in that whole Vince McMahon transition?
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also a factor to also mention as well. It is, bro. It is.
No, I agree because
Things change,
she wasn't
plans
Triple
change.
H's champion, innit? So
Yeah.
Triple H obviously.
Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is, if a championship reign really pulls down like your overall performance, then that's not a good look. Anything else, okay, maybe. Like
That's what I'm saying. In her defense, the change of management also helps as well. Also adds to that as well. Am I lying?
Yeah, I think maybe in her defense, the change of management might have affected the length of her reign, and that she's not Triple H's champion. But
Well, she's just seeing it.
Yeah, seems fine.
this isn't like she was better than Britt Baker. I might not even go far as saying that. But yeah,
Does anyone have any doubts on whether she's a C?
I'm happy with
doubts?
I think it was just you.
Okay, I have doubts.
I thought it was a D.
Dell, you have your C.
I'm happy with C, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy with C.
For starters, Liv Morgan, from what I heard, she's not a believable champion, you know what I'm saying? She beat Ronda Rousey on a fluke. It was just a feel-good moment, but come on, man. Like, Liv Morgan, a C? Nah, impossible, man. And plus, what? She only had the title for a couple weeks, maybe a month. Nah, not worth it.
Sam, let's see who Sam's got.
Obviously,
Woo! Charlotte Flair's an E.
Where's she at, though?
We ain't seen it this year.
Where's she at, though?
Yeah, we ain't seen her since WrestleMania Backlash.
We ain't seen it this year.
We ain't seen
she was champion this year, innit?
We ain't
She
seen it
was
this year.
champion and lost it at WrestleMania Backlash. Yeah.
Who did she beat for it? Nikki Ash, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki ASH.
Yeah.
Imagine that throwback. She's not even. It's Nikki Ash.
You ain't done much this year. We ain't seen it this year. we ain't seen that much. So you need to be an E. So.
How's this guy speaking like Batman?
E. Everyone happy with E?
I don't mind.
I hear it. So.
Okay, so after seeing NK's card, relax!
All right.
Relax!
Let's get to
Man,
NK.
the audio levels.
Sorry. NK, who you got?
No, S.
Oh, fuck off! What do you mean it's S? Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Oh really? Why ain't she S? It's A. I say A. Why ain't she A?
Why?
A.
Why? Look, man.
Because for me,
You see her WrestleMania entrance? Don't piss me off.
Oh, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Hey yo.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's all the bands and all that. I don't give a fuck. For me, I don't know, man. It's not been for me, mate.
In what? No. Listen. I will say this. In
What
terms
match
of
besides Doudrop, her doing that fucking KODTDD, whatever.
Becky.
And Becky. What other match?
Thingy, Carrie. What's the name?
Ooh, what's it?
Io
Bailey.
Shirai.
Bailey.
Bailey, Io Shirai as well.
The two
On Monday Night
matches
Raw.
with Bailey. The two matches with Becky.
That match with Bailey was great.
The match of Bailey.
Listen,
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel was fucking cold. Turn it on.
I will say this.
Turn it on.
Listen. In Western wrestling, you can't argue anyone other than
The
Bianca
longest
Belair.
African American champ.
Yeah.
Women's champ.
Look at this tax, man. Go on, put
Okay,
it on.
I was
No,
gonna.
but it's facts though.
No, but you don't even have to put tax on it. She's just cold. She's just cold. Like
The ladder match with Baby
just
was
cold.
cold. The last man standing. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
There's
You read the E. You know what we're talking about, man.
I do. There's no woman.
This guy's gonna see Bianca's gonna freeze at WrestleMania. No. Come on, man.
There's no woman who wrestles in an American promotion that's had a better year than Bianca.
Of course, I get you. Sometimes it has been a bit still at times. It's like, what's next? Her character sometimes is a bit like, it's too lovey-dovey. I agree.
Look, Blacks, we have to look at things in context of this year. Don't compare this to like other great women's years, because if you compare all-time great women, cool, it might not be that. But in the context of this year, who has had a better year than Bianca? No one. She's an S. There you go. She's an S.
She's definitely an S.
Put it on.
I'll tell the truth, but
Talk truth then.
I've said it many times this year.
I've had enough. Put it on.
Yeah, man. This is what I hate with the Mandem, bro. Everyone just wants to chat fucking shit, and I'm always right anyway. Like, just check me out on the podcast. I mean, always right. But like, when these men are talking about Bianca Belair being S, for me, it's like, bro, not really, man. It's an A thing, really, because she's had the title, and I guess she's had good matches, and I guess she's lifted up Doudrop and all that bullshit this year. Like, for me, it's not. I just feel it's not gravitated my eye to say, oh my god, this is a moment, or this is absolutely amazing, or she's credible. But I'm not amused at all.
My pick is Jordynne Grace.
She's
Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace. I think she's currently in Impact. Yeah. I've not really been keeping up with her run too much, so if any of you have any insights on that, it'll be.
I think that was the best one to ask.
So she was the digital champion.
Digital media champion.
What's the digital media champion?
Is
that Ryder thing?
It's like lower, not mid card. It's like lower card, isn't it?
I'm sorry, we're not here. I'm sorry.
Alright, cool. So she was a digital media champion, and then I think she also won the women's title in the first ever King of the Mountain championship, King of the Mountain match. She's had a decent year. She's had a decent year.
She turned up to school. Okay.
Yeah. So for that,
But then let's
Just
rank
see.
the level of these achievements she's been collecting. Like, where do they rank in terms of? Because remember we said, okay, if NXT is capped and all of these other titles are capped, so I think we have to rank these achievements at a certain level, because we know it's not the same as being like AEW Women's Champion or WWE Women's Champion.
Yeah, she has. She's
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
It's just you know.
I got a good process of elimination. She turned up. She turned up to school. Okay, so we can eliminate that. She's got some accolades. Okay, we can eliminate that. She's still in TNA, so we can leave it here.
Eliminate the board.
He's eliminated the board.
Sure.
Right, so Jordynne Grace, where do we sit? Where are we putting her on the board?
I'm comfortable with a C.
Comfortable with a C, man.
She turned up to school. She's got some accolades. Yeah, we can keep her on C.
C, yeah. Sam.
This guy's still fussing up about this.
Yeah, it's a C.
All right, Jordynne Grace on the board as a C.
I said the AQA NXL digital media title. Ooh, that's a terrible name. What does that mean? I said digital media title, fam. Are you fighting in the metaverse or something? Like, come on, fam. Like, what's going on, fam? Are we doing pay-per-views on TikTok? What TikTok live paper? That's just a terrible title name. The rain might have been good in it, but digital. What's that? Digital media title? Nah, man. Nah. I don't even know what that means, fam. Like, we getting pay-per-views on Twitter. Elon Musk. I don't know, fam. But yeah.
Hey, yo. See these digital media marketing, whatever the fuck it is title, yeah? Hey, me and NK were even laughing at that. I was absolutely stunned. A digital fucking media title, bro. What type of studies is that, bro? What are we trying to study here? Digital media. Impact. Aye, what are you lot on? What's going on? This is why I don't watch you lot anymore. You lot are lucky you got that DAZN deal, you know? Media championship. What the fuck?
This is my next one. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, subject to a lot of criticism right now, especially after Survivor Series War Games. Fire Ronda Rousey is the hashtag going round. Won the Women's Championship just after WrestleMania from Charlotte Flair. Dropped it to Liv Morgan. Has won it back since. I've been less than impressed with the current run. It improved when Triple H took charge because I think he knows how to deal with her a bit better. But the in-ring performances are dire. I'm sorry. Like, a man is saying something behind the camera and I'm not obliging with that. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's that deep.
To be...
I don't think it's that deep. And she's won Royal Rumble this year as well.
Oh, damn, she won the Royal Rumble.
I forgot about that.
She returned.
This is... you know what? This is accolade tax. This is what's going to make this higher than it should be.
Which is fine.
What?
Which is fine.
A B?
I don't think it should be a B.
It's a big.
It shouldn't be a B.
As long as
but
this thing is in my hand, it's not going to be. Don't worry
No
about
one
that.
man
This
should have all this power.
is not going to
No, the reason
be
why I
much
was gonna say it was a
chance in
B
this world.
was just because of the accolade tax. It is the accolade tax.
There's 100%
It'll be a
accolade.
fucking shame if you were to put her anywhere under B, but that's because of her in-ring performance is shit. But in any other way, yeah, fuck it.
With accolades,
if
with
accolades
like
go-
accolades is saving her right now because I'm very tempted to put her in D.
Yeah, I'll put her in a D. I would have put her in a D.
This is one of them things when it's parents' evening. You failed all your mocks, all your mock tests. You failed them, but when it comes to the official tests, you've passed with flying colours. That's the only reason why she's up in a B, bro.
Yeah, this
She
is
should be nowhere near B, bro.
Of course not.
It's
But
accolade tax.
I'm sorry.
accolades are gonna get her to C. But you know, she's won the Women's Championship twice. She's won the Royal Rumble. But the performances in between, I'm sorry, guys, this ain't it.
So you going
I think C. What do you lot think?
I think C's commendable.
Royal Rumble, Women's Championship twice.
That's nasty,
You
though.
know what I'm saying? It's not as if she won NXT title.
Don't you dare put him as a dirt.
But Mandy Rose's run has been better than hers.
Yeah, 100%.
But Mandy Rose is NXT champion.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
You see this?
She has to be. She should be.
The whole title nonsense. This thing,
She should
Mandy.
be a B.
Anyway,
Just turn it on, please.
What do you think?
I think she's a B. I think she's a C, sorry.
Yeah, I think C is literally.
But
by
then
the skin
again,
of her teeth, mate.
in terms of achievements in Royal Rumble, this is what this whole tier ranking is based on, right? Achievements and success and how much success they've got this year.
No, but
right?
also-
It's a 2022 roundup, right?
No, but based on quality, though, you can't just be giving out titles.
No,
for
but
the
then
sake of
again,
yeah.
but then
some
again,
janky-
quality and achievements is all one thing, right?
No,
Cool. Is that one thing?
no, because you could no.
It's the
no.
it's the based on like the quality of how she's got there. Yeah,
They can
Okay, cool.
intertwine.
How she got there? She won a Royal Rumble
yeah.
calmly, right?
I mean, Royal Rumble is just you turn up and whatever. So
One Royal Rumble and won the world title
listen, she was
twice.
Well,
Does it now mean that they've been as stellar? They
let's
haven't.
even digress into a Royal Rumble win. She came out as number 30, bro.
yeah, that's true. Like, but it's a win. I can't take away. I can't take away the win. But you're
Come out as
correct.
number 30 or number 1. A Royal Rumble win is a Royal Rumble win.
I agree.
It says you won. It doesn't say how.
Royal Rumble and 2 Women's Championships is what's saving her. She really and truly. I think she.
You know what
She
this
should be a
is?
C,
Do
but
you know what this is? Yeah, this is like yeah, this is like yeah. This is like looking at Olivier Giroud highlights, fam, on football, fam. You look at the highlights. Oh, it looks sick. It looks this. But you look at the match to match. It's me.
But when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hold up play though, he's good at that.
Yeah, but it's what we're basically saying is that Giroud, if you like, look at his accolades on paper, like his CV, he's won like basically everything.
Everything.
But if you watched him 90 minutes to 90 minutes to 90 minutes, you'll think he's not the most easy on the eye. She is less than the most easy on the eye. Like,
bad.
yeah, she's. I even feel split a season incorrect.
Because yeah,
That's how I feel, but-
Because yeah, you see with certain people on this list here, if you of course the title adds, but if you strip the title away and look at just their performances, it's actually good. It's not the title just adds to it. It adds to the like.
Put it this way. If she didn't win nothing this year, no Royal Rumble, no Women's Championship, she's E.
She's an E.
She is E.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
If you put her at D, I won't be mad.
yeah, but
If you put her at D, I won't
you
be
know what,
mad.
Bex? Be rebellious.
Black said it as well.
Be rebellious.
You probably, Black said it as well.
rebellious.
Yeah. If you put her at D, I won't be mad.
Be
I'll real.
rebellious.
so you're putting Liv Morgan on top of Ronda Rousey.
Don't get twanged though, because I would put her as a C.
No, Liv Morgan had a better year, like, than Ronda
Liv
Rousey.
Morgan didn't win the Royal Rumble, though.
Sometimes you have to break the rules and change the game.
Once
change the game.
You want something just as important, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the
Then,
bank.
then if that's the case, then you can't put her on B. Then she has to be at least a C.
No, but then you can, even if you have the accolades, if I give you a car, you pass your driving test, but you keep crashing your car, it doesn't make any sense. There was no point me even giving you the car. You're better off just taking bus or Uber or Lyft. You don't have to drive. I can give you the belt. It's what you do with the belt that matters.
You had fam.
Because we have intelligent subscribers that always subscribe and press the like button as well and donate to our coffee, they're gonna understand that this should probably be a D, and you people aren't gonna cook me for that, because yeah, we can all agree outside of the accolades, it's not been the year. It's not been the year. So I'm gonna take the bullet. If you say the film is spoiled in the comments, it's on me. But I'm gonna agree and put her in D.
I love it.
100%.
Oh wait, hold on. No, D.
I'm putting her D.
No, but do you know what it's gonna look? It's gonna look wild yet. I understand why. It's gonna look wild that Jordynne Grace is above Ronda Rousey.
No, it makes sense.
Look,
If you watch wrestling,
to the uneducated, it's gonna look wild. But to the people who know, like, yeah, but
It's a film sport.
Nah.
It's a film sport. It's a film sport.
no, I think it's alright.
sport.
Still.
Yeah.
It's a film sport.
No. Right, let me just make this short and sweet. Ronda Rousey is where she is. D is the correct position for Ronda Rousey, right? I don't know what Laps is talking about. Laps is, yes, he's talking about accolades, but have you been watching, bro? Have you seen what she has or even hasn't done as champion twice this year? Yeah, she won Royal Rumble, but come on, like, this is what's literally brought her to the dance. It's what's brought her to the table, to the board. You get, like, everything else this year has not been levels. Like, you guys at home watching, do not cook me for putting her in a D. I beg. I'm not used to internet trolling. We're not gonna start now. Like, this is where she should be, and I'm sure some of you guys with a brain understand that. Right, last one. Anafi, who you got?
Ronda Rosa.
Ronda Rosa.
It's been. Do you know what I say? It's been a tough.
Why is it this thing though?
It's been a tough year for Ronda Rosa. She had a title. She tried to show as much as she can with the title and stuff. Fans weren't feeling it and that. Then she got injured. So with the injury, she's now had to vacate the title. So we didn't receive much of the title. When she did have her matches, I felt like, me personally watching, the matches started off very slow pace, very slow. But when he got to the end, it picked up. I think she had a match with Britt Baker, right?
Yeah.
And she had a cage match as well.
Yeah, that's where she won the title.
That's when she was, okay, cool. What was the match she had after? Is that
Tony Storm, was it?
Tony Storm, she's Serena Deeb.
so? The match she really did was cool.
That was her best
That's good
match.
match. Yeah, that was see.
Mayu, Yamashita.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. So look, really and truly, for me to put Ronda Rosa like, not even like on. If I'm being realistically speaking, and I'm clouding the internet push her away. Ronda Rosa could slightly be a B or C.
No.
I think that's very high.
I think that's very, very generous.
No. We're not doing that. That are we forgetting that feud with Serena Deeb was an atrocity? That feud, but the feud, she can't talk. No.
Bring the camera.
No. Honestly, no. I was just saying that. I actually forgot.
That's how you know, yeah. NK's not EDO.
Oh,
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
We know that.
She spoke well, and the match was a banger. You didn't say that, but it's good. Even me, look.
Funny, man.
No, I'm so sorry. Ronda Rosa as champion is team. Oh my God! Listen. We say we use the word banger very, very, very loosely. The matches were passable to like good at best. They weren't like anything great. You're not going back and being like, wow, this match is amazing. When was the last time us man rewatched the Ronda Rosa match this year?
I'll be real, I'm not her biggest fan, but I've rewatched the Serena Deeb match. I watched that a couple times.
No, Serena Deeb match is the best match this year.
That was a great match.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I would say
Like a D.
yeah, I'd say a D. Like I would say a
I don't
D
think she's that good.
because
I agree.
I can't lie. Because you see the anticipation for this thing. Remember, man, they were like, yeah, Ronda Rosa's gonna come and say she didn't save nothing. She didn't save no division. She didn't save nothing. It was boring. The promo segments behind the stage were boring. Like no, like it was bad.
I'll tell you what. I've never won a spoiler film in my life because I'm a foolish professional.
Come on.
But I'm gonna leave in the hands of my Mandem. And I've never done this before. Mandem, where do you think I should put this?
It's a D. Like it's not. It's definitely not.
I've never done this before. Mandem.
Like if you want to be generous,
Should be world champion this year.
yeah, champion.
It's a D thing.
Well, you haven't watched it.
No.
Well, that has to be world champion.
Because what the thing is, yeah, Mandem, you lot know I don't watch the product, but I am gathering from everything from what you lot have said.
Listen, it's a very similar run to Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it's a D. So now you are attacking me.
Low-key, lowest of keys, her matches have been better than one.
Oh, of course.
But when Rousey has done that banger by Dizio.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So
I mean, when I say comparable to Ronda Rousey, it's just like as impact as a women's champion.
Does it have to be your COD?
Character-wise, nothing. Like
Does it have to be your COD or can you put it in?
Because because deep it, yeah. Because deep it. Look. Tony Storm came into the company and has already put on arguably better matches than you. Your claim to fame was bangers. Tony Storm has equaled you in bangers. And then JB Hayter has surpassed you in star power. Jade Cargill was. You can't sniff the boost Jade Cargill walks in when it comes to star power. So. No, you shouldn't be with them.
Wait, I'm back. What's this roundup about? Is this for stop? Is this for
everything.
success,
Everything.
achievements?
yeah.
Best year.
Okay, if that's the case, then everything. Britt Baker should be thing then. Higher then.
Forget Britt Baker.
Why?
Because she's had star power as well.
No, but we're talking about overall. We're talking about different categories. For example,
Star power in
matches have been duds.
for example,
Program it's been very slow ever since she's lost the title. She ended up winning the Owen Distin, whatever that's called. She won it. Nothing came from that, and she's just been egging on Jamie Hayter. She's been,
Which has been fun.
Which has been fun, but we
has
haven't-
to be relative to what she's doing on TV, not just she's a star. Full stop.
yeah.
The only thing with Britt is the fact that AEW are too reliant on her. She has to be there.
You might not sleeping on Jade Cargill stuff though.
Am I sleeping on it?
As there's been a point in time this year where you're like, oh bro, this baddie stuff is dead.
Yeah, but
We
at the same
mentioned
time,
No,
we
but it
mentioned
never
that.
takes away from her.
But that never takes away from her because
It
when
will-
we see her matches and we see her by herself, it's like, yo, Jade,
Because-
Jade.
'cause-
And then even if I'm bored of the baddies, I'll see Jade on the Breakfast Club. I'll
and
see
the
Jade with Trick Daddy. I'll see Jade.
Remember we said with Mandy, what's helped her is toxic attraction. Whereas with Jade, if the baddies was actually better, she might even be higher than B. We said that earlier.
The baddies have brought her down from what she could actually be. And the thing is with Jade, there's never a moment on TV where I've been like, get Jade off my screen. Never.
Yeah.
Why? She's cold.
I feel bad for Thunder Rosa.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
feel
not her
bad for
fault,
her.
bro.
But honestly,
She's not. First of all, she's got like the injury that she's had. It's kind of slowed down the thing. We could have seen more of this start.
and
We'll see more.
And that has to go down to it as well.
So that's why
we've only really seen her on TV for what, 4 or 5 months this year?
putting on the D is harsh, bro.
how is it harsh?
Look where Charlotte Flair was. Charlotte Flair was the champion.
Flair has not been.
Charlotte Flair was champion,
But when
and
the
Charlotte Flair was off TV since
But when the
about
Thunder Rosa was
May
on
this year.
when she getting when
Thunder
she-
Rosa wasn't on TV since about May this year either. And Charlotte Flair's an E.
Yes, it did.
So now, even saying that, has she been better than Charlotte Flair?
So we do 1 plus injury equals
Yeah, I didn't say it, but yeah. No, but am I lying?
I mean, if we're looking at women's champions and the amount of time they've been on TV,
A woman from
Thunder
Japan
Rosa.
Said, a woman from Japan said, "I want to wrestle you." It's not credible. It's not credible enough. It's not credible enough.
Okay.
Thunder Rosa
That's
and
good, yeah,
Charlotte
she
Flair
lost in
have
Japan.
been off TV for
She
about the
lost in
same
Japan and
time.
wrestled, yeah.
So
I mean, that wouldn't add anything.
I thought that was some sort of like.
No, I mean, the match was shit.
That's how this was Kyrie saying.
Oh, do you not bun it? Put this on.
This was Kyrie saying. I would have put an S.
As long as you put it, I agree. I'm believing you.
I put C.
Do you know what? I'm happy with this.
C.
No, of course not.
C, yeah?
Of course
Wait,
not.
what did you see?
Why not? Was that for C?
It's up to you.
I'm not gonna
It was not shit. Oh shit.
I don't know. Wait. I'm not gonna put it yet. We're gonna talk about it. Go on. So, where do you think it should go?
Oh my god.
Someone put the camera on him.
This is on you. This is your decision. Like, the more we compared her to Charlotte Flair, boy.
The Aki way.
My say when you support the C.
Put her on the grill.
never,
Hey, what are these?
D.
Put me on misery.
She's Thunder Rosa. I must admit, I have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived. Because, listen, I thought in 2021, when she had the lights out match with Britt Baker, I thought, you know what, Thunder Rosa's got the minerals. This mineral water's not mineral, it's tap water, it's government juice. There's no minerals there. Thunder Rosa, I've been disappointed. And, you know, I know she will do better. Listen, even TDM, you went and got women from TJPW, and they still couldn't even add Maggie to the dry meal that was the title reign. This meal was dry. You know them dry briskets that you see on TikTok. That's what it was, a dry brisket. So yeah, this title reign, put it in the bag, put it in the trash, recycle it, and come back next time with a better reign.
Right, so that's it. We have wrapped up the tier ranking for best women of 2022. I think we've done a really good job, but as usual, you guys let us know down below in the comments how you think we have got on. Make sure you are following WRESTHINGS on all social media platforms. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Today we are going to be talking about the best male wrestler of 2022. Stay tuned.
What that dude in Seth Rollins? Then I don't like it, man. I don't like it how you're putting MJF higher than Seth Rollins. It is. I don't like it, bruv. No, I don't like this bullshit. I can't lie to you. I don't like it.